Well, nothing to get scared. This is plasma ball or a plasma globe. How it works, let's find out.
This is plasma ball or a plasma dome. When you connect it to the power supply, you notice streams of different colors coming from the central part of the glass. When I bring my finger near and touch the glass, you see it attracts so much stronger stream, and if I put multiple fingers, they not only attract more of these beams but it also make my fingers glow. The question is, what is all this going on? So stay tuned, I am going to explain all the science behind this plasma ball with many demonstrations. But first, let us understand what do we mean by plasma. We all know three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. As we keep adding heat or energy, we can change solid to liquid and then liquid to gas. But what happens if we keep adding energy to the gaseous state? When a gas has received so much of energy, it gets ionized and the matter then turned into the fourth state called the plasma. The ionization means that the neutral atoms which made the gas start losing their electrons, and the atom now get electrically charged into positive nuclei and a negative electron called positive and negative ions, which make the plasma strongly influenced by the external electric and magnetic fields. We don't find naturally occurring plasma on the earth, but do you know the visible universe comprises 99% of plasma? So what are naturally occurring plasma? The shining stars, including sun, are all made of plasma. The other examples are aurora, the colorful curtains of northern and southern lights. The nebula, the cloud dust in the outer space, is another example which is visible in the night sky. The lightning that cracks in the sky is an example of plasma. But there are also artificially created plasma by humans. The neon signs and the boards you must have seen along the city streets, the fluorescent tubes or bulbs, and of course the plasma ball which we are studying are all artificially created plasma. With this background, let us return back to the plasma ball. But just remember that there are actually five states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and the fourth state, plasma, we just studied. And there is also a fifth state called the Bose Einstein condensate. The central lower part has a plasma coil or a Tesla coil enclosed within a glass dome. The Tesla coil produces high alternating voltage of the order of 2 to 5 kilovolts, that is 2000 to 5000 volts, and of high frequency in order of 35 kilohertz. The glass dome is filled with noble gases or inert gases like neon, argon, xenon, krypton, and sealed. So a high potential difference is developed between the inner and the outer dome. It produces a radio frequency electromagnetic waves. So basically the Tesla coil is emitting high voltage, high frequency radio waves. These radio waves are high in energy and it causes the noble gases inside the dome to ionize, which means that the atoms which were in the neutral state, their electrons get ripped off and get separated from the nuclei. And when some of these electrons jump back to their lower energy state, they lose energy, and this loss of energy translates into photons of light. So as the electrons pop out and pop in, they release light moving from high energy state to the lower energy state, which is making the ball to emit streams of light. So why we see different colors in the ball? The photon of light released is a unique to the element. Or in other words, these colors are indicative of the noble gas used inside the ball. So if you notice a reddish orange hue in the ball, it means it has a neon gas. If it is a purplish blue, it means argon. The krypton will give pale green and xenon will give pale blue. This is an argon discharge tube which is filled with argon gas and sealed. Let us see if I bring near to this ball what is the color of beam I see. You see I am getting a purplish blue color which is indicative of argon inside this tube. This discharge tube will only work at a very high voltage. That also means that on the glass I am getting a very high voltage from the plasma ball. The glass acts as a dielectric or becomes polarized, say negative from inside and positive from outside. So the electrons continue to stream off the glass as they interact with the glass, but you do not see anything coming out of the glass. This is because the outside atmospheric pressure is considerably higher as compared to the inside. The gases inside are actually at the low pressure. So when I touch the glass at the top with my finger, you see the stream of plasma going to the top? This is because my body is better conductor of electricity than the surrounding air. So the charges are flowing through my body as they will always move towards the lower resistive path. Now if I bring a tester near the globe, you see the small neon bulb inside it glow? This is because the neon bulb is receiving energy from the globe in the form of radiation or photons or electromagnetic waves. Note, the neon lamp glowing inside the tester is not the indicative of the high current which we normally associate the tester with. See, even if I reverse the direction of the tester, the neon lamp is still glowing. This is actually because of the radiation or the photons or a strong electromagnetic waves which it is receiving from the plasma ball. Similarly, if I bring this fluorescent bulb near the plasma ball, it lights up, and the nearer I bring it, the more brighter it becomes. Now let's see what happens if I bring the fluorescent tube near the plasma ball. Well, it also glows. The fluorescent tube has a mercury vapor and a phosphor coating inside the tube. So when I bring the fluorescent tube near the strong electric field, the electrons in the mercury vapor are ripped off, and when they fall back into the shell, they put out ultraviolet photons. These ultraviolet photons, when strike the phosphor molecules, give the visible light. Hope with all these demonstrations you got a good insight of this wonderful plasma ball, plasma globe or a plasma dome. Bye bye for now.